Welcome. Good evening. Once again, I hope everyone had a Merry Christmas, if you do that sort of thing. It is now, what is today? December 27th. And as we are nearing the end of the year, we are about to lose Flash, at least within our browsers. It is going to be gone forever. And that is going to leave a lot of content that is not being archived unavailable. So, if you'll indulge me, I wanted to try... This is going to be a little different tonight. But I want to try something to do a little, send off to Flash. And, about a week ago, I think it was, they released a new level for the Flash game from Homestar Runner, the 10th level to Stinkoman 20XD6. So I'm going to try and play that. I've never streamed anything like this before. I've streamed everything like through my capture card and everything. It's just been, Nintendo systems and the like. So this is going to be a learning experience, but it is also time sensitive, so I don't have much of a choice. But if you'll bear with me, let's try this out. That's not it. No. We are definitely gonna have to adjust volume, I believe. I'll put that down a little bit. I don't know yet. This is definitely new. Fantastic. That was animated by the creators of Batman Piderman. Lindsay Small and Alex Butera, I believe. That is brand new. I believe there's a higher quality version of that somewhere that doesn't look like it's playing on a old computer monitor. I do not remember. I played this like very briefly a few days ago, just to see how this would go. But all right. How is everything looking so far? Let me know. I'm going to further adjust the volume. It's a little... Sorry if it pauses. I can't seem to... I've got to, like, leave that in its own thing. Okay, so here's the deal. It seems you can just jump to, well, worlds at least. But I'm going to play from the beginning, or at least try to. And other victory for Stinkoman. So, A and S, alright. This is keyboard controls, everybody. This is not I wanted to see if I could get a gamepad to work with this, and I could not. So it's going to be a little clunky here. And I hope you're not hearing it too much either. I used to have a old like Logitech, you know, USB controller that you could just map to anything, regardless of program. There we go. So I could have, like, if I still had that, or however that worked, this is like going back over 10 years, I think, but you could literally just map it to keyboard controls. So I could have it just working with the browser and just map the keys, the keyboard keys to the controller, but with what I have at the moment, that did not quite work. But it's only 2 buttons and the arrow key, so it's not that bad actually. But I remember this music so well. Like it hasn't even been 15 years since I played this last. Oh no. So they did, you saw me pick like new mode or whatever that was in the beginning, where there are now more checkpoints and you respawn, you don't completely die if you fall down a pit, and you have more health. Is that a Jate pill? So it's not, this game used to be really hard, I seem to remember. A little relentless, but kind of amazing for a Flash game, especially at the time. There was nothing quite like this. I think like when this first came out, there was literally like just the first 2 levels, the first 2 worlds, I guess. It was just like this in the kitchen world. And then they gradually added more and more levels, but I don't remember a lot of the later ones. I'm sure I played them, but it's just been so long. And I don't know anything about the new level. So even if we don't, you know, quite do the entire game tonight, this is probably just going to be a one-off sort of thing. Ooh, that was close. Since there is like a select level thing, I'll just, you know, if things get a little too difficult, I'll just skip around just so we can see everything and say a little goodbye to Stinkoman and Flash. Ratson should play this since he Mega Mans with his keyboard. Does he really? He absolutely should. I would like to see how he fares with this. It is obviously, you know, if you haven't parsed the Mega Man influence, it is definitely there. But it's got like a lot of its own unique little things. Is it a little crusty? Yes. but I kind of like that it is. I don't remember this, but I assume, yeah. Ratson keyboard is often spammed when there's a keyboard smashing moment. Trying to play like the original Mega Man games would definitely make, you know, playing them with a keyboard would make me want to smash a keyboard for sure. We may get to that point tonight. With N Dumpling. No, energy like carries over from the previous level. So I'm already at the bottom. Or, you know, the end of my life. Oh, there we go. I thought that only gave you like 2 or something. Thank you, Sam. Yeah, don't click on that. They did get the Mega Man feel down actually really well. Like that feels like it would be like one of those like mini boss Mega Man enemies. Oh gosh. Well, I literally died on the checkpoint, so that's not bad. Whoa. It throws you right into it, though. This reminds me of like a lot of, not Mega Man, but just a lot of other games from like the late 80s and early 90s. I feel like so many platformers had an obligatory kitchen level. With just really strange layouts of, you know, appliances like this. Usually licensed games, I think. I associate that with. They're like Disney games or Looney Tunes or something. Always had to be a level where you would go through a kitchen, there's like 40 fridges. Ooh. These things, these like overhang things, remind me of like vintage Pizza Hut. Or like Applebee's or something. Oh, wow. I'm glad that counted as winning, because I thought I was about to die. long ago, my friend mashed the Stinkoman song up with a song about violent sex. I actually kind of really like how they did the music in this, because I remember thinking at the time, like when this came out, like I wanted to make like chiptune music and stuff, and didn't know how or have any of the, you know, tools or anything to do that with. Like all I had was like my Yamaha keyboard. And that is kind of what this almost sounds like, this music. Just like they recorded from a keyboard or something, and just like added like a flange effect or something. And I did try doing exactly that at one point to try and make like video game-esque music. Just like recorded it off the keyboard and ran it through Gold Wave with like a filter sort of thing. I still have my copy of The Ugly Shirt, if that's what you're talking about. This was like before that even, because a lot of the music on that CD, what's going on here? Oh, I think that was right. Okay. A lot of the music on that CD was like FL Studio and a couple other programs. This is like even before having literally any music sort of program. I didn't do a lot of like chiptune. I figured out how to do like some chiptune stuff in FL Studio, but a few years, like maybe like 2007 or so, I got this thing called PX Tone, which I think was made by there was some relation with PX Tone to Cave Story, the original Cave Story. I don't know if like maybe it was like by Studio Pixel or something. But I used to use that to make a lot of chiptune music, and it worked really well. I don't know if that's still a thing. I would very much like to have that back, actually, if it is. This is creeping me out, kinda. I don't like this. Giant chicken feet. Oh god. I don't even know if I hit him. That's apparently made by Daisuke Amaya himself. Oh, no shit. Okay. I think like that might have been like what they were using to make the music in Cave Story and, you know, like their other games. It was like a really simple program. Like you couldn't do a whole lot of like amazing stuff with it, but I used it quite a bit and I really liked it. This I do not remember. I do sort of remember that they went like you know, away from just the straight platforming and started doing like some weird stuff. Might as well just hold in the punch button. I don't see any reason not to. I think, like, out of all the games that they had for Homestar Runner, I think, honestly, the one I spent the one I spent the most time with was Peasant's Quest. Get tender bread. Wait, 10 bread, but not other things. Yeah, Peasant's Quest. I spent like when they first put that out, I spent a long time on that because there was just so much to it. So much like secrets and stuff that you could find. I don't know what I'm doing here. Just punching the punch. Just fisting the fists. Oh, am I supposed to punch the wall? I don't know what's actually taking damage here, aside from me. I think it's the wall at the top. So close. The visor? That's what I thought at first, but it didn't seem like it. Yeah, I think it's the wall. Or the little bit that's left. There we go. Oh, I think I vaguely remember this. I thought maybe like there was a level where you play as Homestar, anime Homestar. Oops. One up. Oops. All right. Well, this might take a little bit getting used to. But we'll try that again. There we go. Not gonna lie, I was never a big fan of this kind of stuff. You know, guiding other characters by, you know, changing their environment for them. People make a lot of Mario Maker levels with this sort of concept, where you have to guide like an enemy or like an item. Oops. Uh-oh. Was doing good for a while. Uh-oh. This may end up being a skip. I appreciate the change of pace, but again, not my favorite concept. Does anybody remember? I don't think it was a Flash game. It might have been Java, or it might have been both. But a game from around this time, a little earlier, called WikiWoo. That was literally, I'm reminded because of the reuse of the Mega Man sprite. I'm gonna give that one more try. There was a game called WikiWoo that was just a yellow, like a solid yellow Mega Man. And that was like one of the first times I had ever seen a sprite like that, like repurposed. And I was like, can you do that? Is that legal? I think it had like Waddle Dees in it as well, or maybe the sequel did. And they weren't even like recolored or anything, it was just straight up Waddle Dees from Kirby's Adventure. I used to spend a lot of time playing, you know, Flash and Java games in like the really early 2000s. And I didn't know, you know, I was like 10 roughly at the time. I didn't know like they weren't made by game developers. They were just like made by people. And I just assumed everything out there on the internet had like the same caliber of quality that a Nintendo game did. And this definitely made me want to make Flash games, but I never learned how. Not in Flash, anyway. I made a few games in Game Maker in the early 2002. I made a few games, but as much as I used Flash, I'd never learned how to make a game in it. I never learned a whole lot of ActionScript in general, even though I have this huge book for Flash 5 ActionScript. Which didn't really ever like teach me anything, and I never like sat down to try and learn, but it was more of like a glossary than an actual thing that you could like follow and learn how to make a game. Uh-oh. I have one of those books for MX 2004. Yeah, I have like a book about just like, god damn it, just about like Flash in general for Flash 4, and then for Flash 5 I have one specifically for ActionScript. But I think, no, I guess it couldn't have been. Oh man, this is, I think I could start at this level at least. So I will keep try. Yeah. I think the first version of Flash I ever used was just Flash MX, which is like Flash 6. I just used like a trial of it. And then I got Flash 4 and found out you couldn't really do much of anything with it because it was so primitive, even at that time. And then some early GeoWeasel stuff was made in MX 2004. And then I started using Flash 5. And that's still like my favorite version. And I'm pretty sure Flash 5 is also what the Brothers Chaps swear by, and what a lot they made a lot of, if not all of, like the Homestar stuff in Flash 5. I remember like an interview or something where they were saying like some things that later versions didn't have but Flash 5 did, namely like audio stuff, such as like being able to hear it directly on the timeline when trying to sync audio, and you could like hear like the exact frame of it, like a little blip of audio, and later versions of Flash like didn't have that for some reason. Guys, I don't like this. Currently I have Flash 8, which is pretty similar to 5. MX and MX 2004 were like a little weird for some reason. And then 8 was kind of like a return to form, and I don't really remember. I used CS3 for a while. Okay, checkpoint. Oh, checkpoint on my last life. I'm gonna go ahead. And then maybe we'll come back to that one. I'm most familiar with Flash 8. They changed around the menus in later CS releases, and I didn't like that. Yeah, I mean... they had, like, a good thing going, and then, I guess with a lot of programs, or websites or anything, it's like, they update and they change, and then you're not used to it. And a lot of the time, it's changes like, why would you change that? When it worked perfectly fine. So, yeah, like as long as older versions of Flash were, you know, you were able to at least work with them, they weren't like so obsolete that they were like unusable. It was like, just stick with that. But now they do, you know, the subscription service and all, and it's like, you're fucked. You're at the mercy of whatever they decide to do. It's that or nothing. Gotta have a moon level in this kind of game. Feels like another 80s, 90s platformer mainstay. I love his little kicks. See if I can get that. Nope. I love him climbing the ladder with his face. I did not even... That didn't even occur to me. How is he climbing these ladders? I just accepted it. I like that Homestar, you know, was just like, he has the invisible arms when necessary. And he'll hold stuff by, it's just floating. in front of him. And it's like you don't question it. Just like I just did. Because that's the character. I love characters like that where it's, you know, it's a cartoon. Who cares? And I always loved, you know, that aspect of Homestar as a series, and it was always just like fun, you know? Like these characters could be inserted into like any situation and you'd be like, sure, that works. I have a lot of respect for the Brothers Chaps for creating something like that, something so like timeless and lovable and funny, doing it for so long, and now years later, you know, every once in a while we still get a Homestar cartoon or something, and they still have the same brand of humor that they always have had. Like, they haven't missed a beat. Why was that instant death? Oh, yeah, spikes. Okay. I thought it was the, like the laser red thing that hit me. I missed the pill again? What pill? Yikes. There's that pill right here. When I climb down? Okay. I will keep a better eye out for that. I did not see one. It's half hidden. I'll try and get this one. Should I go for that, I assume, extra life? Even though it's Stinkoman's head. Yeah, I guess it was. This really is like the days of like NES rentals, though, where it's just like memorize the level and get better at it. Glup Shido. This is way cuter than Baby Yoda. I'm sorry. That motherfucker is ugly. Glup Shido is an appropriate name for him. Or Nebulon. Yeah, I guess that is probably it. This is like a Wily stage boss. I actually really like this. Like, even though I'm getting my ass kicked, I like this a lot. I just don't like that you have to be so, you know, up in its face. I'm glad they could have been really mean and like put something behind you that it would blow you into. Thankfully there's not too much consequence to the wind. Oh, hi Kevin. How's it going? Thanks for stopping by. Yes, we are letting 1UP be the guy, apparently. I don't really remember this level. I kind of remembered that there was a level where you could play as him. And give him... aw, the chance to be a guy, too. My tongue is green. I think we can skip right back to that. I do kind of want to beat that. Yeah. Let's do it. Oh, can I, like, cheese it a little bit up there? I don't remember being able to play him as him at all, or him being a melee character. I'm remembering some of this, like, as I go. Like, the previous level was, you're still Stinkoman, but you're guiding 1UP and you have a giant fist. And it's like the top half of the screen is Stinkoman and the bottom half is 1UP just walking on his own, and you have to kind of like keep him from hitting certain hazards and stuff, and I was not very good at that. I don't know anything about the new level yet, actually. I haven't seen it. I've not played it. He spits a lot more as it gets towards the end, doesn't he? I just ended up doing level 10 rather than replaying all of it because the controls bugged me. But I did like the new level. Yeah, like, I kind of, like, peeked into this and I was like, you know, I could maybe do a whole... Like, I have not played this since, I guess, whenever they last added a level. And I don't remember how long ago that was. So I was like, I could maybe reacquaint myself with this on a stream. I like that the plot to this game is so stupidly all over the place. I think I remember this one. Oh, there's like screen tearing. You can see like where the background is like stitched together. Yeah, I'm not that big a fan of keyboard controls either. And I tried to see if I could get a controller, a USB controller to work with this, but not that I really expected it with a 15-year-old Flash game. I needed that pill. I know like they added you know, some quality of life improvements, but I don't know how possible it would be without remaking this game literally from the ground up. I would love to see them put this on consoles, or like at least Steam. So it could have some benefits of, you know, modern gaming. But I think because this was made in Flash and is running in Flash, I don't know anything about that sort of stuff, but I feel like you would have to kind of make an entirely new engine and just build the levels and everything again. I want a Stinkoman anime after seeing the animation they commissioned for the finale. I know it was fantastic. I would love to see them be able to, like, even if it was like a one episode like thing, I would love to see them be able to do something with animation like that. Stinkoman OVA, yeah, exactly. It would be great to like see that realized. Should I just use this platform over here? And it makes me happy that it was the Batman Spider-Man animators who did that animation for this. It feels like almost like a crossover of worlds. One internet cartoon series animating for another internet cartoon series. And they're fantastic. I mean, they've worked on like Clarence and Adventure Time. I know a lot of like indie stuff they work for, aside from just their own stuff. So it's very cool to see them involved with so many things, and they do fantastic work and very cute work. It's very up my alley. Their stuff with Stinkoman reminded me of the Sonic Mania opening. That's a good... I didn't even make that connection, but yeah, it kind of is reminiscent of that. Or like how they later had those little Sonic Mania shorts that I guess Tyson Hess directed or animated or... More stuff like that, please, just in general. Just like indie or like small groups of animators. You know, just working by commission for bigger things like that. Or like projects. This is a little bit weird. I want to see, there is no slide like there is in Mega Man. This is very Airman-esque, isn't it? I love that walk. I assume I just punch it. I really love the I really love the indie animation community these days. They do a lot of fun stuff. Yeah, like the bar has been so raised raised so much since my day. Where it feels like the distinction between, you know, because back in like the 2000s it was like not as cool to be doing internet animation, or like internet animation was like its own genre, and was obviously seen as like cheap because it was often made by, you know, one person or a couple of people. And now the line has been so blurred between, you know, TV animation or movie animation and the internet. Like, there is no reason you can't be doing that quality of animation online. And so many people, like, everything's online anyway now. So there's no reason to even make that distinction anymore. Of like, oh, this is internet animation. Oh, this is TV animation. And it was obviously the goal of a lot of people to work in TV or movie animation, like feature films. You know, like get out of like the game of small time internet animation and go on to the big leagues. And you don't really need to do that anymore. Not that you ever did, but people, there's not as much, it's not as, I guess, taboo. Oh man, I want a dinner crunch. Alright, I guess Ice World now. I don't remember this one at all, for sure. Like, I feel like I remembered that there was an Ice World, but this is not what I was picturing at all. Might be of my best interest to just get a game over here, but I don't know. Can I just... Oh god. The ice physics are really, really slippery. How do I kill these guys? Alright. That was probably worth it anyway. I'll just get all my lives back. Honestly, you're already almost done. Yeah. I remember this being a lot harder. Granted, I'm using the new mode that gives you, like, more health and less instant death, and I am still doing pretty poorly. But at least you can, like, skip. Like, I can just... I do want to see that level, that 10th level. And if need be, I can just go right to it. This wasn't intended to be really a hardcore playthrough. But I really wanted to... I like that little freeze and shiver animation. I did really want to play this one last time. What am I standing on? Physics. Niko's Stinkoman any percent speedrun. Yeah. King of the Mountain. I got a man. I remember like the first, I guess it was like the Strong Bad Email, the video game one. And it had like the Atari-esque game where he's just like a red square. I remember watching that like when it first came out and cracking up at the fact that they called lives mans. Because I think we all knew someone, if you're around my age, we all probably knew somebody back in like the 80s or 90s who called lives men in video games. Like, oh man, I need some extra men. And then seeing like the bastardization of not even just men, just mans. Hey Diego, how's it going? They made a game out of that red square Atari concept, and to be honest, it was good. I remember I remember playing it. I think was it called Secret Collect? I think like you literally just like went around and touched yellow boxes, and not like glowy things were bad. Oh, holy shit! That is some hot shit. You actually freeze if you stay still for too long. I hate it, but I love it. Platforming. I wonder if somebody has made a 2600 homebrew of that one. There's still an active Atari scene. I would not be surprised, yeah. Or like something based on that. Or, you know, like some kind of... I'm sure somebody has made like a proof of concept, because there's so many. Homestar has like such a wide reach, it's bound to... Somebody is bound to have met that intersection of liking Strong Bad and knowing how to program their own Atari 2600 games. I want to see a shitty DOS version of Stinkoman. God, that would be cool. Like I'm imagining it with that color palette, like the limited. What in the name of? Oh, okay. I think they made like playable versions of all the games in that email. How am I gonna go do this? Okay, so I can only hit him like once when he's vulnerable. I'm kind of excited to see your reaction to level 10. I'm excited to play it. I mean, again, a lot of this is new to me anyway, or like, you know, I don't remember it if it's not new. But the fact that they did like come back and make something after all this time, and days before Flash is just done. Which is why I hope that there is some kind of way they could port this to other platforms. Not that, like, you know, if you have the actual Flash Player program, you just won't be able to play this in a browser after December 31st, I guess. But there's not really a way to download this game, I don't believe. So it would be cool if there was a way for them to make not just this, but like a lot of their games available in some other form. I wonder what the Homestar Runner website is going to look like in 2021. That's a good point. remember if HTML5 has compatibility with Flash or something. I do not know. I assume that even if there was, it would probably only be with like more recent stuff. You know, if something was made like too long ago like this, there's probably not a, what do you call it? Not compatible, is what I'm trying to say. This I remember, I think. I remember that this, like, happened. What the fuck? Like... Yeah, I do remember this. I mean, vaguely, I remember that this happened. Like the glitch world. Minus negative zone. Oh no. I shook my Stinkoman cartridge too hard when I was putting it in. It's even like lagging. I don't know if that's on purpose or not. Oh, it just sped up. I don't think that... I think that was actual slowdown in a Flash game. This is fantastic. Oh, is that a ladder? It is. It's a duck ladder. Somebody get this freaking duck away from me. What the heck? I think any Flash-heavy content sites will use Ruffle to emulate Flash to keep things going. That's what Newgrounds does for some of their older games, I think. I forgot that that was even a thing. I mean, like, I'm not in the scene of, you know, like web and the programming and, like, the Flash and stuff. But I'm glad... Oh, boy. I'm glad there is, yeah, like an emulator or an alternative or something that can keep it going, because, I mean, you gotta think how much of the internet for how many years is composed in Flash, and how much is just going to be gone. You never hit that checkpoint. I was gonna say that nothing about this part looks familiar to me, so I don't know why I started there. Maybe that's just part of the glitchiness. Maybe I was supposed to not be at that checkpoint. What in the world am I supposed to do? Oh, you just walk through it. Okay. What is this? This is hurting my brain. I think I saw that Internet Archive was archiving a lot of Flash stuff. I thought I saw something. Either that or I'm thinking of them archiving something else, but guess that was the end of the level. Corporations still use Flash to make some internet tools. One of the special order tools we use at Home Depot is completely Flash-based. I already warned the folks upstairs about that many months ago. I mean, it's a matter of it working in browsers. It's not like nothing can ever be made in Flash again. But, you know, being able to view, like, the raw SWF file in your browser is no longer going to be possible by conventional means, from my understanding. This is wild and very... I mean, I always loved how hard Homestar went with a lot of, like, the references to, like, 80s video games and stuff. And this is certainly... Aside being based on the time Strong Bad was anime... it is also very much a love letter to 80s Nintendo games. Ooh. Whoa. Don't like that. I'm gonna follow the one-up heads, which are not one-ups. I watched a recording of a convention panel where they talked a lot about the history and inspirations for Homestar Runner, and it was really interesting. I think I have, like... I think, like, one of the DVDs I have has some stuff on it like that. Okay, I thought maybe I could just walk off, since nothing makes sense here, but no. I don't really remember, like, the, I definitely remember, like, some sort of, like, convention interview with them. Just talking about, like, weird, like, 80s video games and, like, computer programming. And it was really fun, like, at the time, you know, like, in the early 2000s when this was gaining a lot of popularity. And they would, like, blatantly reference or parody certain things of, like, the Atari and the Commodore 64 and the NES era of video games and stuff. And I don't know, like, I didn't have a lot of friends at the time who were into that era of gaming anymore, so it was, like, really fun to see this, like, cartoon website at that time. What is going on here? It was just really fun to see them reference, like, really specific stuff. Or, like, types of games. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Maybe when he opens the fridge, I will punch. I can't from the back. What a monstrosity. Yes, hit the ham, you were right. Oh, it goes both ways. This is actually, like, for as much of a clusterfuck as this is actually really creative at the same time. Sorry, hamburger. Keep trying to scroll with my scroll wheel. Kick, punch, it's all in the mind. If you want to test me, I'm sure you'll find the things I teach you are sure to beat you, but nevertheless you get a lesson from teacher. We were just talking about Parappa on a previous stream. It's making me want to go back and, I do not know the last time I ever played that. Oh, how are you supposed to know, like, which way it's gonna open, though? I don't know if I'm missing something. I lost, like, all my health. Does it alternate? It seemed like it went, like, to the backside twice in a row. Oh. I talk about Parappa and Lammy constantly. I wish there was more of that series to talk about. Should not have gone down there. Yeah, it is. I wish we'd at least get an HD port of Lammy like they did for Parappa, but they probably don't think it would sell enough to be worth it. I didn't even know there was an HD version of Parappa. What was it? Like, what PlayStation had that? Like, how long ago was that? They did it for the PS4 like 2 years ago. Okay. I mean, that's something, I guess. Was he also in like that PlayStation All-Stars game? Yeah, okay. I thought like that's like the most recent Parappa content I can think of. We need a Parappa Fangamer collection. If there is not one. I don't believe there is one. The creator said he didn't like that Parappa was in the fighting game. That kind of sucks that that's like the only thing that they did with him in so long, and it wasn't even like something that the creator would have wanted. It just feels like they're holding that like IP hostage. He only approved it because he thought it would lead to more games. He didn't want them to be in any game involving guns and violence. That makes sense. I mean, like, they don't really fit. This I do not remember for sure. I don't think I've ever seen this. Is it gonna be like a shmup level? Yes, it is. Brilliant. Oh. Oh gosh. Okay, I am not the best at shmups, if I'm being perfectly honest, so... This may be another skip. I did alright at the actual platforming levels, and that's what counts, right? God, when did they add this level? Because I know nothing about this. Rodney Greenblatt is super chill. I emailed him once asking about merch, and he sold me a PJ Barry plush. Oh my god, that's awesome. I mean, if anything, I'm glad there's like fans keeping Parappa alive in some way, who are like really passionate about it, and at least, you know, draw the characters and keep them from being forgotten. Were you ever good at the Kirby shmup levels? Kind of, yeah. I can't think of many aside from like Superstar and I know Robobot had a couple. They weren't too bad, yeah. This is very much like that, the Nova level from Kirby Superstar. The final level of Milky Way Wishes reminds me a lot of this. I mean, I am especially not good at these types. God damn it! These types of shooters, like what is that one? Gradius, where you're like actually going through a level, not just like fighting waves of enemies. There's actually like environment to it. I miss Milky Way Wishes. I miss that era of Kirby. Not that like the recent Kirby games have been great still, but I feel like we've never touched like the mid-90s Kirby ever again. I'm just like running into everything. There's so much like untold lore of Stinkoman happening in this that we've never learned and probably never will find out about. Shield Alley. assuming I need to... We're in hyperspeed now. Oh my god. Yeah, see? The boss wants us to get Stinkoman, see? This is so bizarre. Is this an enemy from a different Vidalectrix game? Maybe, actually. I don't know. This is so out of left field. My favorite robot master. Mobster Man. This robot was built in the 20s. The previous 20s. I'm gonna die. Oh, I got him. Fuck yeah. Gatling gun. I did not know anything about the prawn salad. Dun dun dun. Did you all hear the audio quality increase? That's how you know we're on the level 10 territory. That was this year and not 15 years ago. What in the... Immediate death. Here we go. This is what we've been waiting 15 years for. Oh my god, listen to how much, like, better the music is. Sorry, I'm just like taking this in. Oops. Oh my god, this is so good. So is this the new final level? Yes, this is it. A lot of King of Town looking fellas in here. Uh-oh. Can we get the game audio a bit louder? Has it not been... I hope it's been alright this whole time. Let me know if that's too much. Who did Pan Pan have 100 babies with? I couldn't think of a funny answer while I was playing. Oh, this is like the cat mini-boss in Mega Man 3. I love the designs on these, like these like squarish skulls. Oh shit. Got it. Oh. How are you supposed to get to that? Oh, I think I know. You gotta jump from the high part. Yeah. We're closing in. I was surprised to see that this was actually in the Twitch database, by the way. So other people have streamed this before. I don't know if anybody is right now, aside from me. Are we gonna go through like bits of all the levels? No, no. There are a total of 2 people streaming this game right now. A look back on an hour and 45 minutes ago, exactly. A retrospect of earlier this night. Watch out for Mountain Dew. Oh, this is a dead end. I want to hear chiptunes and cellos cover any Stinkoman stage songs. They're crazy accurate, making things sound perfectly Mega Man. I wonder if there are, you know, over the years, there may have been, I'm sure, some good covers of some of the older music. It would be great to hear, like, yeah, like a fully realized version of the soundtrack, because the songs are really good. Like, the original Stage 1, I still remembered, like, perfectly after all these years. Came right back to me. Yeah, those are like the that's what I even called them the Pizza Hut, you know, light fixtures earlier, even though it's just kind of like that Tiffany sort of like glass. I do hope this has been streaming alright, because I can't really check on it. I mean, nobody has said otherwise, but I was a bit worried, and it's very late to ask, but I mean, unfortunately, I don't have... The way I'm set up is so bad right now. But I don't have, like, dual monitors, even, so I can't really, like, have Streamlabs and the game at the same time. I mean, I have the chat portion visible, but I have not been able to really check on the stream quality, but everyone's saying it's been pretty good, so that's good. I'm always, like, afraid I'm gonna, you know, go for, like, a long time or something, and, you know, it comes to the end of the night, and I watch it all back, and it's, like, incomprehensible. But again, I've never done this specifically before. Uh-oh. Was this... Did we already... Did this character exist prior? Evil Coach Z. No. We all knew it was Coach Z. That's why I don't know if, like, did this... Yeah, like, I don't know if there was, like, a cartoon where they showed Coach Z's anime form. Oh my god. No, I don't think they did, because I'm a blade man, man. It's like Sigma. I tell you, Strong Bear, you're gonna have to do a great job against me. Ooh, that jump one is gonna keep getting me. I did not even address buff Stinkoman. Is this the Stinkoman version of going Super Saiyan? Ooh. Coach Z with early bonus stage fill face, yeah. Oh, I did not even notice that this is like in a locker room / shower. I'm gonna go shower up. Yeah, this is gonna take a little bit of figuring out. I gotta beat it though. We've come this far. We can't just be like, okay, bye. We checked out all the levels. 15 years have culminated in we just look at the boss and then leave. There's extra too. There's something after this. Oh, I keep like going right into that like dive attack. I love how he tosses his cape and then a new one just grows in. Yeah, like what is the point? Just to look badass. Ugh. Oh, I go into that every time. It's hard to like it's not hard to predict, it's just like instinct. I want to go like under him. Like that. Did it that time, but not that time. He did the double dive. The double dive. And I keep thinking, like, I can make it all the way out, and I can't. Also, no health bars, so I have, like, no idea how long this is gonna be. Okay, now... Oh! Okay. Dot, dot, dot! You've killed me. Good. Phase 2. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? I said consummate these. Guy wouldn't know a dragon if it bit him in the nose. I love that it's like Japanese folklore dragon truck tour. Oh my god, this is amazing. Big fist. This music is fantastic. That is definitely another different looking ass. S and more different S. This is so cool. This is like, this is just such a long way from, you know, their early games on their site. Of just, like, drag the hair onto Homestar. It really feels like a wily, like, final boss, too. And yet still completely unique. Is that it? Is that the end? Your head explode. Uh-oh. Oh. Are we really doing a Metroid escape sequence? This is amazing. Should I get the extra man? I'm already committed to it, so yes. I hope this isn't too long, because they didn't give you a lot of time. Oh, shit. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Are we gonna get... Oh my god, clutch. 4 seconds to go. Scattered and smothered. A sequel or an animated series? Yes, please. One or the other. That escape part took me like 30 minutes because I kept falling, and the global cycle for those platforms at the end was hard to line up. I am surprised that was first try. I really am. The end. We just saw Coach Z with a mouth. That's how this ends. That was excellent. UZ Inu. I had not heard of them, but they did an excellent job. Lindsay did the design for Marcy May. Thanks for coming back after 15 years. That is... Oh, the Stickly Man. Forgot about him. Don't tell anyone I didn't actually beat level 4. The Bendini sisters. I don't remember, like, was there any credit sequence in the previous versions? Like, even though, like, all the levels weren't implemented, I don't remember, like, if this was a thing. Probably not quite the same, but I don't remember if there just was, like, an enemy scroll or something like that. Mistletoe. Bubs. You can move Stinkoman? Oh! Oh, the real final boss is Stickly Man. Does he die at all? Or, like, is he just, like, a punching bag? Yeah, Sean, that was kind of almost your, like, handle. I'm gonna challenge Stickly Man so hard. Worst end boss ever. Z-Saber. Mecha Trogador. Click here for an HD version of the opening cinematic. I wonder where that's gonna take me to. another site, but I would like to show this if it. Oh, it's YouTube. Uh, is this even visible for you guys? I don't. This is fantastic.
I will fight a brick wall. I will collect many things.
Holy shit.
20xd6.
Wow, that was excellent. Is there anything I missed? I like Anime Carol. Oh, that's so cool. Oh yeah, I didn't really show off the manual. There's not much here. It's just like a classic NES style manual. Oh wait, hold on. What? That description is all wrong. Yeah, I can't just like... I'll try... I'll give this like a couple more shots. Because I would like to have, you know, have played every level. And it's just this level, when you can see why. It's just this level and the boss. Maybe we can do it, and then I will be able to say, this does not look good for Homestar Runner. It's an escort mission, yeah. See, and now I was looking at chat, so... Yeah, not my favorite either. I said earlier, like, I appreciate them mixing it up a bit, but this is hard to really make fun. I think I got... Did I get pretty close on this one? I don't remember. Not really. Yeah, I don't know if this is gonna happen then. Oh yeah, because like, didn't I get to the checkpoint with just one life and then it didn't even matter? Which is pretty much the case once again. Oh, but we're getting there. I don't want to jinx it, but did it. Single deuce. I am almost certain that is like the same like flame effect from like the Mario 3 airships, just like recolored. Oh, you gotta get like the ends. Okay. Oops. Just gotta pound the crap out of it. It's kind of satisfying, honestly. We're only allowed to play clapping party. Uh-oh. Burnt ends, yeah. Ah. We can go right back to that, though, right? I believe. And then we will have done all of it, just out of order. Reminds me of like a Zelda boss in a way. Obviously not gameplay wise, but the head looks like Invader Zim. You're right, it does. It's like inverse Invader Zim. Red face and green eyes. I saw an Invader Zim toy at Burlington the other day. I was like, what? Yeah, when's the last time you've seen any Invader Zim content? And especially outside of a Hot Topic. I like when I'm like behind him. That is optimal. I like fisting this guy from behind is what I'm saying. A bit of Volvagia. Yeah, kind of. The Zim movie came out recently. That's true, I guess. I didn't think there was really like any merch or anything for it though. You gotta fist the Volvagina, yes. Almost. I knew I shouldn't have done that. I like this boss much better than I like the actual levels of this world. Even though I keep walking into the flames, which should be very obvious as to how to avoid them. I think this is the one, though. Last bit. Oh, come on, please, no. I just gotta wait for, like, the right timing. Oh, fuck off. We have to do this. This boss is harder than Mecha Trogador. It actually is. I think Coach Z Sigma was probably the hardest, but this is not far off, even though, like, in theory it's pretty simple. It's like you think, like, oh, just keep moving. Simple enough, right? But then you want to try and move to the right spot, and that's where everything falls apart. I think I got a hit on that last one. There's got to be like one hit left. God, please. I just need the right opening. Oh my God. Please, just please. I'm like more concerned about the fire, like waiting in one place for too long. There we go. Okay. He got fisted to death. That we saw. Alright, well. Game over. Well, that's everything. Out of order. But that was 100% Stinkoman run. Yeah. Should be check marks for all. Well, alright, yeah, cool. That was... Now speedrun it. I'm good. I honestly didn't even expect... Like, I thought there was going to be a lot more skipping. Because I do remember this being a lot harder. And I had no idea how this, as a stream, was going to go. But I'm glad we did get to see all of that. And especially the new level. I think that is a great send-off. I'm very glad to have this and to have seen this. Alright, Kevin, thanks for stopping by. Have a good night. I appreciate you coming and joining us. I mean, we're going to end now, too. Because I feel like that took kind of the perfect amount of time. Yeah, I'll just... Bam. That was fun. That was really great. Again, let me just say, thanks to the people who worked on that game for, you know, giving it one last hurrah here at the end of Flash's lifetime, in a way. Yeah. That was great. Thank you guys for joining me. I had fun playing that. I had fun streaming that for you, as always. Much appreciated. So I'm going to head off. If I'm not back before New Year's this week, have a good New Year, of course. But I will try to stream some other stuff soon, if you're interested. In you know, Mario Sunshine. I will probably be finishing that up at some point finally. I don't like to have that hang for too long. Yeah, let's see who we can raid. Is Kevin's still going, yeah. And we missed him last time. So yeah, let's raid. Okay. Alright, well, alright. That's good, that's good. Thanks once again. Have a good night, everybody, and I'll see you next time. Go check out Kevin playing some Hades. Take care, everyone.